Hi, everyone. My name is Lauren, and I'm an Enterprise Customer Success Manager with Jotform. Welcome to the new year and the return of our Jotform Lunch and Learn sessions. If you missed us, you're not alone. We missed you too, but we're back with a new set of topics we're sure you'll enjoy. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. We're so happy to have you. I'm so excited to share this session with you today and want to waste no time getting started. Today, we'll be going over not only Jotform Enterprise, but a variety of other third-party systems and how you can leverage the use of these softwares to easily share, manage, and take your submission data to the next level. We'll be reviewing how seamlessly Jotform Enterprise can fit into your already existing tech stack by using it alongside software you've already incorporated. We'll also be going over ways you can increase efficiency in your day-to-day process by using our ready-to-go direct integrations available with your Jotform Enterprise server. Before we get fully started, I wanted to let you know that the enterprise server we're working in today is not HIPAA enabled. While integrations are available for our HIPAA compliant users, they are limited to specific systems that meet HIPAA standards. If you have any specific questions regarding HIPAA compliance within Jotform integrations, please contact our support team for further assistance. Additionally, Jotform Enterprise is available to integrate with a variety of different softwares that you may not see featured today. This does not mean that an integration between the two is not available. Please reach out to our support team directly with any questions regarding the feasibility of integrating Jotform Enterprise with a third-party service you're currently using in your organization. Finally, as always, we're going to be covering a lot in our time together today. We'll record and post this video for your review after the session has concluded, and we'll save some time at the end of the presentations for specific questions as well. And with that, the moment everyone's been anxiously awaiting for, let's jump into the world of Jotform integrations. Jotform Enterprise, as we all know and love, has a wide range of capability to collect data via web forms, smart PDFs, and signed documents. But once that data is collected, how can your organization send it to other systems to build off of it for your daily tasks and needs? So glad you asked. Jotform integrations is the answer. With over 100 direct connections with software ranging from payment gateways, marketing tools, file storage, and CRMs, you are sure to find one that you're already using or take this ability to integrate into consideration when making future software use choices. If your next question is, this all sounds great, how can I see it work? You're in luck again. Let's hop into the system and I'll show you how it's done. Since it's lunchtime after all, I want you to imagine all of the software you use in your day-to-day as a sandwich. Let's take the Google Suite, for example. Maybe you use Google Drive to organize and file important documents. Maybe you use Google Sheets as a working database to share and compile information. Maybe you rely on Google Calendar, as I do, to schedule your meetings and appointments. All of that is the bread, but no one wants to eat just a bread sandwich. Or maybe you do, I'm not here to judge. Jotform Enterprise, however, can make this sandwich even better by being the meat that is collecting information from your form fillers and pushing it out to, in this example, the Google products. But it doesn't stop there. Like the Google software, there's a variety of different options available to accomplish similar file storage, data collation, appointment scheduling functionality, as well as a plethora of other systems to meet your needs, such as collecting new sales leads, overseeing project management, tracking daily tasks, sending out marketing email blasts, and managing a support ticketing queue. So let's see how some of these integrations work. Starting with some file storage options. In this first sample form, I'm collecting some basic information, and I'm also requiring the form fillers to upload a document alongside their submission. In order to send these uploaded files to my preferred third-party application, I have to hop back over to the Integrations tab to get that all set up. For our first example, I'm hopping into Google Drive. In this integration setup, it will ask me what data I want to send over and where it's going to specifically live within my drive. It will also give me an option to attach a submission PDF. If you need a refresher on submission PDFs, you're in luck again. Our next Lunch and Learn session will be going over all things PDFs, so be sure to tune into that on February 14th. Another similar integration is Dropbox. This setup will ask similar questions and, like Google Drive, allow you to customize the destination for this submission PDF as well as uploaded files. The other file sharing services options we saw will allow other similar customizations to be made when establishing the connection between the two products. Here we have a form with information filled in and ready to submit. When the form filler clicks to submit their form, because we have that file sharing integration set up, the uploaded document and submission PDFs are sent to the destination we have configured within the individual software. And there it is in Google Drive. And all I had to do was set up the integration. How nifty. This is a good time to remind everyone that because these third-party integrations are not controlled by Jotform, please be sure that only relevant employees have access to the folders that these files are being sent. Now we can jump into another type of integration, calendars. In this form, I'm collecting standard contact information such as name, email address, mailing address, and phone number. However, I also went ahead and added the appointment element. This will allow my form fillers to schedule time on my calendar based on the parameters I set up and automatically create events. Once I've authenticated the Google Calendar integration, I can map the relevant fields from my form into the event fields on my Google Calendar, and I will have all of the relevant information I need going into this meeting or event. Another similar integration, Calendly, can be added as a widget on my form, which I have right here. This can collect information while simultaneously scheduling time on my calendar. As we work our way through this high-level overview of some of Jotform's integrations, I wanted to take the time to mention some customer relationship management or CRM softwares that you can send Jotform data to best maximize your ability to track and take relevant action on leads, as well as existing deals and active sales. For example, HubSpot. This configuration will allow me to match the fields in my HubSpot contact to the elements in which I'm collecting data on my form. And just down here, I can choose to update a contact if it already exists or automatically create a new contact each time the form is submitted. Additionally, I do have the ability to simultaneously create a deal with a new form submission alongside the creation or update of the contact. I can go as far as setting up the pipeline and stage the deal should be set to, and choose elements from my form to map to the deal's fields. Similar to that, we directly integrate with Salesforce and have the ability to map fields to a custom object apart from just a lead or a contact. As with the other integrations, it will allow me to map the fields from my form to the fields in my object, as well as give the option to update an existing record should that already exist. In the Salesforce integration as well, you can give the integration certain parameters to search for before determining if the submission is a pre-existing record in that particular object. And now that that has been quickly set up, we can gather information on our current clients or garner prospective user data when directly linking or embedding a form like this on our website. Once submitted, it will automatically follow the previously implemented instructions via the integration setup and send that data right over to the software. And look at that. There's my form data already pushed over into Salesforce, ready for the next step of action in my process. Another category of integrations I want to touch on is task tracking and ticketing software. That's going to be most popularly found in software such as Asana, Monday.com, and Zendesk. These integrations will allow you to pull submission information into new tasks or tickets for your team to take necessary actions on. Like the other integrations we've gone through, the Asana integration will ask exactly where you want these newly created tasks to live and what information you'd like to pull into the tasks. The same is true of Monday.com, in which you can select the same type of specifications for which new submissions should be sent and map the fields accordingly. Like the last two, the Zendesk integration will provide the ability to create new tickets based off of form submissions. In this setup, you can manually enter the ticket title or pull it from a field on the form using the pencil icon. If you're feeling extra crazy, you can even select multiple fields that will display as the ticket title or in the ticket description section. Then you can specify the tags, group, and other relevant sorting parameters before saving this data and letting the integration do its thing. I've collected the data I need on this form. I can go ahead and submit. And boom, a new ticket with all of my exact specifications. It looks like my team better get to work helping Mr. Test Ticket fix all of his issues. With the help of Jotform integrations, Mr. Test Ticket and my hardworking support team both can easily get what they need done with just a few clicks of setup. It's truly that easy and seamless. I know that was a lot, but this is only truly the beginning of the depth in which Jotform Enterprise integrations can go. While I've taken the time to go over a few of our integrations, there are so many more. Like I said earlier, over 100 integrations. Today, we discussed just a handful and their individually unique configurations. With these integrations, you can take your form's data collection to new and amazing heights, and all you have to do is set up Jotform Enterprise alongside the software you're already using. It's really that simple, almost as easy as making a sandwich. As I said, this is really only the beginning of the ability to use third-party integrations within your Jotform Enterprise server. Again, I encourage you to take what we've discussed today and apply it to your own system to see how you can further improve the efficiency of your process. If you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat or the Q&A if you have not already. One common question we see is, what if you don't see a software that you integrate with? What are your options? Which is a great question, and I'll hop back into the system to show you what you're able to do. On the integrations page, right down here, there's the Request Integrations button. When selecting this, you can fill in the information for the integration that you'd like to see within Jotform. Upon providing that, this is automatically sent as a ticket to our developer team for their consideration of the addition of this integration in future system updates. Another question that we commonly see is, that's cool that I can push data upon submission to my third-party service, but do I have options to pull information from my third-party service into Jotform? The answer is yes, and that's done in a variety of ways. But one way that I want to highlight today is our pre-fill options. Over here in the Publish tab, you can see here that we do have some options for third-party services to pre-populate form fields from that existing data in those external databases. This is set up separately from the integrations that I previously showed and can work alongside of it. So you are able to pull information in and send information out on the same form to really solidify and create that seamless experience between the two systems. As you can see here, there's Airtable, Pipedrive, Monday.com, Salesforce, and HubSpot. Again, these are set up separately from the integrations, and they can be found in the Publish tab if you'd like to implement that into your Forms workflow. It looks like a question came in. Can a Google Sheet be used as a pre-fill option? So that is sort of a loaded question. Yes, you have options via API to pull from. So if you have any questions about setting that up, you can reach out to our support team. And we can kind of go over options that you have to be able to pull information from a Google Sheet into the form to pre-fill options. I'm just looking at the other questions. I see there's a question about a specific form. I can definitely reach back out offline after this session for specific questions on the form just to make sure that you are able to configure the form correctly. And please feel free to reach out with any other questions about integrations or anything like that that I can answer for the whole group. Could prefill take the place of passing fields on the URL? Yes and no. It kind of depends on how you'd like to distribute the form. Passing fields in the URL would be helpful if you're redirecting or you have a preset option that you want filled in based on how the form was accessed. So let's say you're using information for marketing and you want a hidden field to be pre-filled with the source or however they access the form. That would be a good option for those URL parameters. If you wanted to use pre-fill in this, these options, they would create custom links for each contact or lead, which is like specific to Salesforce, but each of these third-party options will also have their own kind of configurations that you can create as pre-fills, and that will create a custom link for each object in that third-party software. So it really depends on how you are wanting to distribute and share the form amongst your form fillers. I'll give a couple more seconds for any other questions. All right, we will jump back here. Thanks again for being with me today. In our next session together on Wednesday, February 14th, you'll have the opportunity to learn more about the PDF editor and how you can create PDF documents off of your submission information to best file and organize your data electronically. If you have any questions we didn't get to today, please reach out to our enterprise sales team or to our awesome customer support team if you're already an enterprise user. You can find more Lunch and Learns, webinars, walkthrough, and quick video guides also on our YouTube channel and our website. We'll also have some great Lunch and Learn sessions coming up that will build upon each other. So please ensure that you're registered for these sessions at jotform.com/enterprise/lunch and learn sessions. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in our next session. Thanks.